My name's Melinda, and I just wanted to start my journey and discuss something with you. So I have what they call hemiplegic migraines. Some days I'm great, some days I'm not. So I'm getting ready for bed. I just got out of the shower. Today I did a lot more than I'm supposed to be doing. So I'm not having the best day, but I'm definitely not really bad. So a little bit about this disease without getting into all the technical stuff. It's called hemiplegic migraines. It is it acts like a stroke, but it's not. So that is why sometimes in some of my videos you might see that my face might be a little droopy on my right side. It might look like the left because it's a video, but it is my right side. Sometimes I'm paralyzed, sometimes I use a walker, sometimes I use a cane, sometimes I use a wheelchair. I take a lot of different medications for it. Sometimes I can't speak, sometimes you may see me pause or use the wrong word, stutter, get stuck, not be able to find a word, or have to like change my train of thought. That's all part of this. So bear with me. It gets very frustrating. I have had this, or a version of this, for as long as I could remember. It wasn't always this bad. It did get progressively a lot worse as I got older. It got to this level, or to this really bad level, over the past, I want to say 3 or 4 years. I noticed it as my I honestly, it might have been longer. I won't have answers for a very long time. I'm gonna have a journey soon. I'm going to a specialty hospital this month, which I'm gonna try to document as much as I can. It's called the Diamond Clinic in Chicago. So I'm going to be leaving on the 21st of September 2022. It's a specialty hospital that specializes in different kinds of migraine. So like I said, it's called hemiplegic migraine, but it's more of a neurological disorder. The migraine portion is a little deceiving because migraine is literally just one of the symptoms of this disease. Sometimes I don't even have a headache. So it's very deceiving. So for example, one of the symptoms that I've had probably since I was a teenager is this. I don't know if you can catch it on camera, but my hand shakes. My hand, for as long as I could remember, has had a tremor. Literally for as long as I could remember. It's something that I've had since at least I was a teenager, minimum. Literally as long as I could remember, I've had that. And we've always just kind of brushed it off. I've always had little weird things since I was a teenager. My hearing, like I would hear things, people would tell me something, or it would say something, and I always hear it, like, not always, but sometimes I would just hear it very, very differently, and we would just brush it off, laugh it off. And that's literally one of the symptoms of this disease. And it would just be like a Melinda-ism. Just like something that like was like, oh, that's just Melinda. She's just like, it's just one of those weird things about me. But little did we know that that was part of this. And I've always had like weird sicknesses and weird things about me, and my whole life, literally weird things. And if I would go to the doctor, it would always get brushed off like I was crazy, like no one would believe me. So it's almost like, what's the point, you know? Like, it just doesn't add up. So they call you a hypochondriac and they tell you there's nothing wrong with you your whole life. And so many people, like, you just don't understand, like, it's really hard to go your whole life feeling certain things and thinking something's wrong, and then doctors and everything, and nobody really believing you, and just always feeling like something's wrong, but you just have to brush it off because no one believes you. Until finally one day, I don't want to cry, but when I finally got my diagnosis and I was able to research it, because this is a very, very new diagnosis, and there's not much known about it, which is why I'm going to this specialty hospital. There's not much known about it. So, like, guys, I encourage you to look it up. It's a very silent killer. And like, for those of you who have these silent diseases, or like these invisible diseases, or whatever it is you want to call it, or it's hard, because like one day you're great, and then it's like your whole world is just falling apart. And it's almost like no one understands. For me, no one knew what was wrong. No one believed me for so long, because it wouldn't show up on an MRI or anywhere. It's not something like I would feel these things, and you go get a CAT scan or an MRI or anything, and nothing shows up. And it's because it's a damn headache, or headache, because it wasn't a headache. It's this hemiplegic migraine that was just wreaking havoc in my life, and no one knew. No one knew. And still, to this day, to this very day, it is so not known and so not mainstream that even neurologists, literally, to this day, I go to some neurologists and they're like, oh, you're fine. It's the most frustrating thing to deal with, because you have to go to like specialists. I have to go all the way to Chicago to this diamond clinic where they specialize in this, and it's like I'm actually getting the opportunity to go to Dr. Diamond herself. Like, literally, she chose my case special. And I'm gonna see Dr. Diamond, and she's gonna help me. And hopefully, I can get my life back. I just want my life back. Excuse me. Okay, so I needed some time. It's the morning. I'm actually getting ready to start my day. Yeah. So I want my life back. What I mean by that is that my quality of life has completely significantly changed. I cannot drive anymore because it's not safe. My vision goes out completely on my right side a lot of times. I become paralyzed on my right side. My hearing goes on my right side. Everything happens on my right side. So I get spots. I start seeing things. Like, I'll be driving and then all of a sudden I'll see like a giraffe crossing the road. Now clearly there's not a giraffe crossing the road, but I see it. Or like my spatial is completely off, so I'll like see a car super close to me and I'll react. Like, I'll randomly like jerk the wheel if I was driving, or I'll want to jerk the wheel. Like, I'm not a fun passenger. My son will tell you, my mom will tell you, not a fun passenger. So I'll freak out. But the car's nowhere near me. So I just want to get some semblance of a life back. Like, I can't go to the grocery store. I was bedbound for like 2 months pretty recently, and I'm just finally starting to get my life somewhat back in order. But it's not easy. Like, I can only be out for like an hour at a time. Like, the light really bothers me. I have to wear sometimes my regular glasses and then like my black glasses, like my regular sunglasses, and then like a pair of green glasses over it, because the green glasses help the migraine. My friend actually got me these green glasses that help significantly, and it makes the color completely off though. So like, I won't know what color things are in the real world. It's crazy. I don't want to wash my hair. I can't take a regular shower. Like, these little things that like people take advantage of on a day-to-day basis that I used to take advantage of. Like, I can't do. I want my face back. I want to feel normal again. I want to feel pretty again. I want to not be depressed and worried. I want to have a full week at work. I don't even know the last time. Oh, sorry. I don't remember the last time I was able to finish out a whole week at work without having to take FMLA. Just things like that. But I'll be making videos documenting things. So you'll see me at my worst, at my best. You'll see everything, and I'll be documenting my journey leading up to the clinic visit and everything. It's not a clinic. Yeah, well, the Diamond Clinic, but it's gonna be a long stay, more than likely. But yeah, I just wanted to come back and finish the video because I wasn't able to yesterday. Anyway, I hope you guys have a good day. Hopefully I have a good day. Talk to you guys later. Okay, so I'm gonna add this in, but I know I told you guys that I can't drive, so I want to be honest and fully transparent. I'm not supposed to drive. I can't drive. But because of this because of the visit to Chicago and the fact that I literally know that I can't afford it because of everything else that's been going on, I'm forcing myself to drive. I'm literally doing Uber. That's my day today. Until I start seeing things on the road. So periodically, if I don't have trips, today's Labor Day, by the way, Monday. If I don't have trips, I'll come periodically and tell you how it's going, and then I'll make the video and post it tonight when I get back. Hopefully, if my brain can function. It is 8:46. I'm exhausted and I have to use the bathroom. So I'm gonna give you a good look. Here goes. See? There you go. So my eyebrow usually goes down, but I have Botox. I get Botox for my migraines. So my eyebrow's not gonna do much movement. But just so you know how it feels, it's kind of like when you go to the dentist and you get Novocaine. I feel like this whole side of my face got Novocaine. So it's time for me to be home. I'm home. I just pulled up. No worries. I'm safe. I've been at it since about, I think it was like 9:30 or 10 o'clock in the morning. So like 11 and a half or 11 hours. So I haven't eaten since this morning. Time for bed. I made $170. I spent 30 of that on gas. So $140. I have to put 70 back into the car payment. So 70 in profit to go towards Chicago. But then again, I spent 20 on food, 23 on food, so 50. Not much, but it is what it is, right? Bye, guys. Buenas noches.